What's good? It's your boy Fanon. Gonna have this Game of Thrones live stream, man, that I've been talking about doing for a while. Just so you guys know, I am a I'm an avid fan of Game of Thrones. What's good, man? Moody Water, what's good? MP4 Viz, what's good? Chilling, man. I was gonna talk about some Game of Thrones, man. I've been promising people that I'd make a Game of Thrones live stream for a while. Evening, Harold Jones, what's good with you, man? Uh Expert Genie said about time. Hey man, let's do it. Let's do it. Let's do it. Yeah, man. So man, my guy who was on my stream was like, when you gonna do it? I was like, hey man, I'm sitting up in a hotel right now, so there ain't no let's go, man. So look, anybody got any questions to start the conversation off? Let's make it happen, man. Let me know if you guys got any questions. What up, man? Fanon, is Game of Thrones back on tonight? Hell no. Sports is life. It's not on for a year. So I figured I would do. Oh, a dragon mother is so fine. Yeah. Daenerys Targaryen. Yeah, man. She's gonna have a baby by her nephew, though. Just so you know, King Corleone. 78 Sports TV say, wait, we gotta do weekly reviews of Game of Thrones now. That's my show. 78 for 9. Let's go. Let's do it, man. Hey, let's do it. We can do that for sure. All day, every day, man. You gotta are you all the way caught up, 78? Say, I like the title. What's up? Chilling, man. We're gonna talk about Game of Thrones. I know Jon Snow is her nephew. Yeah, John enters her baby daddy too. Jon Snow it's not only one of the big reveals for season 8 is gonna be that Daenerys Targaryen is pregnant by Jon Snow. Cause Jon Snow hit that tap that boo-hoo tea and got her pregnant in that last little scene, man. Except for 9. Uh what did I think about the Red Wedding? Oh, one of Doug. Seriously, man. One of the craziest scenes and one of the craziest scenes in a box in television history, man. That was crazy, man. What's going on, Marlo's Corner? Oh yeah, man, that was crazy. If you guys don't know what the Red Wedding was, the Red Wedding was when Tyrion Lannister set up. God, what's his? I forget. Rob Stark set up Rob Stark, killed him, killed his mama, killed his baby's mama, killed everybody who was around him. It was crazy, man. Unity Boss, y'all gotta watch Power, man. I ain't got no time. I ain't got any time, but I'll watch it. Tywin, Tywin Loud. Oh, did I say Tyrion? Yeah, Tywin Lannister did that. King Corleone, the Mountain versus the Hound is coming, baby. Oh, no doubt about it, man. Absolutely. Well, you know what the funny thing is, though? I think that the Mountain is probably going to get killed by Arya Stark. Arya Stark's the baddest chick, is the baddest murderer in the entire show, man. She's got a crazy combination of being just very skillful and being real sneaky, and she's got incredible training. And she's a natural, too. 78 Sports TV said, I heard they're going to do a spinoff going back to the beginning of each house. Yeah, I heard that. They're going to go back to the Age of Heroes, is what I'm saying, is what I've heard. Oh, Power is the best TV show, is the second best TV show, best show on TV. Yeah, I got to check out Power. I haven't watched any of Power, so when that's done, I can binge watch. I get kind of tired of getting caught up. Expert Genius, yeah, the Red Wedding is crazy, but the Wedding got paid back because, dude, they had a hell of a bloody brunch. You remember that? They had the bloody brunch. I'll call it the bloody brunch when what's her name, man? Arya Stark murdered that entire family. That was crazy. Fed, what is the guy's name, man? That's the one thing about Game of Thrones I'm not good at. It's hard for me to always whip the names out, man. Somebody let me know the name of that family that was responsible for the Red Wedding. Whatever the name of that family was, whose name I'm skipping is skipping my mind right now. They all got murdered in by Arya Stark, man, and he fed what God dog? What is this dude? House Frey. Thank you very much, man. Yes. Sir Walder Frey got fed to when Sir Walter Frey got fed to when his sons, Black Walder and whatever the other son's name was, got fed to got first of all got fed to him, got fed to Walter Frey, and then she came back and poisoned the whole house, man. That was crazy. Oh, Harold Jones said lots of brother uckers on that show. Oh, yeah, crazy, man. Crazy. Lost lot, yeah. Frey. Who was the dude that betrayed the family, then later got his dick cut off and watched his sister get killed by his cousin? She got real for real. Yeah, Nazir King. That is he it was Reek. And before that, Reek was God House Greyjoy, Theon Greyjoy. Yep, Theon Greyjoy. Theon Greyjoy is one of the bigger pricks, man. 78 Sports TV said I was so happy when Ramsay and Joffrey got dealt with. Yeah, I'm waiting on Cersei. I am really waiting on Cersei to get dealt with. Marshall Simmons 56 said Marlo's corner, word up, what up? Walk to the right. Yeah. Okay, that's not that. I felt bad for Theon. Hey man, in the books, Theon is a complete dick, man. Seriously, they do no justice to the jackassishness of Theon Greyjoy in the books before he got turned into Reek. And they don't do anywhere near justice to the crap that he had. Man, this dude, they would in the books they described this cat eating rats in great detail. Man, it was like they starved that dude out so bad that they thought that he was going to cut off a finger because he stole one of Master's rats because he was eating the rat, and eating the rat, killed the rat, eat the rat still alive. It was crazy. Said Ramsay Bolton was worse than Joffrey. Not as bad as Joffrey, man. Well, if he could have been, he would have been worse than Joffrey. Joffrey was psycho, man. But yeah, I guess Ramsay was a little worse. Ramsay at least wasn't stupid though. Ramsay's death was great though. Oh man, that was a great battle scene in that. And a lot of people, hey man, just so you know that was a Hannibal. That Hannibal did that. Expert genius, man. I haven't read the books, but what do you think of Jamie Lannister at this point going into season 8? Well, I think that he's going to be the one to kill. I think he's a hero. He's one of the bigger heroes in the book, man. One of the, I mean, in the whole thing, whether it's book or it's a Song of Ice and Fire, whether it's Game of Thrones the series or a Song of Ice and Fire the books, because he starts off pretty much every bad thing that Jamie Lannister's ever done. His turn is wound up being for a good purpose, even when he threw that little kid off the balcony, which is crazy. He threw the little kid. He threw Brandon Stark off the balcony, but that set him, being Brandon Stark, on his path to being the Three-Eyed Raven, and that wouldn't have happened but for Jamie Lannister. And Jamie Lannister did it for a reason. He did it for love. He did it to protect. Cersei Lannister, even though that might seem something that's really crazy. But if Brandon Stark had let somebody know that he saw them sleeping together, then Cersei Lannister would have been killed by Robert Baratheon, her husband. So even doing that, he did that and made a quick decision to protect Cersei, and that was out of love. As it happened out, it was kind of like a win-win. She got saved, and he turned into the Third-Eye Raven, Three-Eye Raven. Going into season 8, I think that he's going to be a very pinnacle. He's going to wind up repeating his first scene that we know of in the book, which is him, or at least in his biggest hero moment, which was stabbing the stabbing the Mad King in the back to save King's Landing. So he's gonna wind up doing some old crazy sacrificial shit. But I think Jamie Lannister, man, is one of the best characters in the book. But if you just look at him from the beginning of it, you'll be like, God, dog, this is the worst person ever. But he really winds up being a hero. So that's my take on it. Oh man, Woolbag said the Mountain versus the Hound and Arya. I don't think. I mean, Arya. I think Arya has bigger and better things planned for her. I'm not sure what it is, but god dog, that's a murdering little chick. Jeffrey is better portrayed in the. Joffrey's better portrayed in the books. Yeah, he is terrible in the books, but everybody is better portrayed in the. Like you don't really get the sense of like they don't really talk about how the father really didn't like him and really thought very poorly of him. Like one of the biggest worries for Robert Baratheon was the thought that Joffrey would ever be a king. And he's like, no, I'm telling you, this dude is crazy. This dude is batshit crazy. And another thing, a reason why they tried to kill Joffrey sent that wolf. I mean, sent that dude to try to kill Joffrey. I mean, to try to kill Brandon Stark. Joffrey just crazy as the letters. I mean, he's just crazy, man. Crazy as they come. But yeah, he was a real prick in the book, man. A real prick, like real snotty. But they also played up how handsome he was, and all of that stuff, man. He was also a lot taller than they play him in the movie. So I didn't think they did the best job of casting. But he's crazy as shit in the books and crazy in the show. Forgive me, man. I got this thing running. I want to make sure I can get back to this. Oh, the White Walker Dragon, that's going to be A. Oh, yeah, chick at the bank look like ours. Arya Stark, that's crazy, 78. Let me back up. I like when Joffrey's dad gave the old lady painless poison, and then she tells him, drink this right. He tells him, she tells him, I'll drink this right up. It's better than the poison I gave your son. Oh, yeah, man. She got real smug with that, dude. She got real smug with that. Okay, Joffrey is better portrayed in the books. Yep. I feel Arya and the Hound will reunite in season 8. Yeah, definitely. I mean, I don't see how they couldn't. Because she's already in Winterfell, and it seems to me that the White Walkers are on their way. I've heard different theories about whether they're going, whether they're going to go to Winterfell or whether they're going to go to God dog. I'm not as good as some of these other channels with Eastwatch by the Sea. I think that's what they said. I think Eastwatch by the Sea is the closest to, is in a direct path from. No, I think that actually think Eastwatch by the Sea is a castle by the wall, but there's somewhere else in between them. But more than likely, the books they're going to wind up in Winterfell. Can't imagine they're not going to wind up they're not going to wind up walking through Winterfell, and the Hound and Jon Snow and those guys are going to go to Winterfell. They're going to wind up pretty quick at Winterfell. So yeah, I can't imagine that they don't reunite. King Corleone, I like when Joffrey's dead. Oh yeah, I did that, man. It's crazy. It was supposed to happen. It wasn't for a good purpose. No, it was for a good purpose. It was for. I mean, look, here organic herbal supplements. This is my theory. I think that Brandon Stark is the whole movie. I mean, the whole show. I think that he's the most important thing. He's the most important character, Brandon Stark, and that he, being the three-eyed raven, is going to be the person that, if anybody does stop the Night King, and I hope not, because I'm team Night King. But if anybody stops the Night King, I think it's going to be Brandon Stark. But Brandon Stark couldn't have been that unless he became the three-eyed raven, and that started when Jamie Lannister threw him off that balcony. So, you know how it is. This is how this George R. Martin, man. It's like there are no good guys. Everybody's got some craziness to him. You said, oh, Beverly Rose said, I watched one episode of that show and was confused. Yes, yeah, you got to watch it. You got to keep going with it. I'm for real, Beverly. Watch it from the first episode. Binge watch to season 2 and you're hooked. But it's really a great show, man. Excuse me 1 second. Nazir King said this, Daenerys Targaryen, the Dragon Queen, is a super freak. Oh, all day and night. In the book, she's a bigger freak than she is in the show, though. Because in the book, she gets down with chicks. She gets down with chicks too. She gets down in the books. But she's also like 13 years old in the book. So I'm like, how can these guys put this out and it's not be like literary, crazy subject matter? I wouldn't say that word on this stream. I don't want to get my stuff snatched. What's good, KO? Just chilling, man. I'm in a hotel room. My daughter got done with a tennis tournament. We out here in Dallas, ready to go home in the morning. Fanon, how do you feel about John and Danny though? I think it's bitter. I think it's really bittersweet. Ill Establishment 92. I think it's bittersweet because I like John, I like Danny, I think they're both very similar. And I think that they fell in love, but now it's really twisted up because John bent a knee to Danny, right? And then and by what I mean it is John said that Daenerys Targaryen is his queen, right? They number one, they didn't know that they were that they were aunt and nephew. This is like a freaking soap opera. But now that I'm saying this, but secondly, John is the king. John Snow was born the king, which is crazy. He was born the king. He's not even a prince. He was born a king because his father, they killed the Mad King. Rhaegar Targaryen, who was the heir, died, who was his father, died, which makes Jon Snow the king when he was born. So he's already the king he's the king of the north. He's the rightful king of the seven kingdoms. And so and Danny was this whole time thinking that she was the next in line. He bent a knee to her, but he can't bend a knee to her. She's got to bend the knee to him because he's the king. It's crazy. And it's going to come out when Brandon Stark lets her know what the deal is. And his boy, who is the guy, what's his cat's name, man? Chubby dude, man. God dog, I'm bad with the names, man. I'm bad with the names. What's Chubby dude's name? Chubby dude with the baby, who also is going to be important. Because I don't know what he's walking around with that baby for. Sam Tarley. That's his name. Is gonna, yeah, man. That's what I think of him. I think it's bittersweet. Expert Genius says I like Brienne of Tarth. Yeah, she's hardcore. She's hardcore. She is hardcore. King Corleone, can you send me a video breakdown that makes it less confusing for you and entertaining? Beverly is dope. Look, man, I'm telling you, subscribe to the gray area. I mean, I would do it, but why bother? There's a channel that just kills it, and that's the gray area. THEGRAY area. Go look at her stuff. That chick's got it lock. Really, she's done a lot of great videos about it. Brandon, only me. Yeah, Brandon is the Night King. I think so. I think so. I really do think so. The Night King. Oh, Rock 03 said the Night King is a Stark. Yeah, I believe that too. Absolutely. Ill Established 92. I think Jon Snow's going to die again before all is said and done. Oh, by the way, that takes me back to the comment that happened earlier about the dragon, the Night King having a dragon. Man, there's a high likelihood that could backfire on him because dragons are not slaves. And a dragon's a magical beast. So that doesn't, just because he turned the dragon, did some necromancy on that dragon, doesn't necessarily mean that dragon's going to listen to him, because it's a dragon and the dragon is magic. So you don't know how how a magical creature is going to respond to, you know, some shit that they would do just to humans. Man, this is some crazy stuff. For now, what about Tiger? I thought, oh yeah, how you gonna take me to Tiger, man? So excited about Tiger. He said, what about Tiger? I thought he was going to be the winner. That was probably unexpected. Tough place to play with the changing conditions, windy, etc. Has Tiger ever won that before the Open? Yeah, I think he has won the Open. But look, that's what's up. I mean, seriously, Tiger needs to be real happy with what he did because, I mean, he's in contention for a major. That's what you want. You know, some of them are going to go your way, some of them are not going to go your way. That tells you he's a real player and that he can win one. He's 2 strokes out from winning a major. You got to be happy with that. He might be pissed off because it's like, damn, I could have won it. But at the same time, Tiger Woods is expert at staying positive and taking positives out of negatives and saying, look, I know I lost it, but damn it, I'm right there. If I keep doing what I'm doing, then I can win one. So that's what I think about him. I was excited about it. And he said going in and he thought that was going to be the hardest course. That was the hardest course to win because I don't know why I always thought about is the European Open or whatever it is, but those courses are crazy. It's a lot different than American courses. Main boxing biker takes about 3 episodes to get hooked. Yeah, I go with that. Antonio Mendoza, Jon Snow rise Rhaegon. Yeah, that's his dragon. It's gotta be. Cause it's gotta be. He'll be a dragon rider. And for said, yep, that show is not bad at all. It's a very good show. I love it. Only problem is that it's going to take so long time, man. So it's going to take so long to get the next one going. King Corleone says, well worth the watch. Absolutely. Woolbag, Targaryens practice incest to keep their bloodline pure, or they just freaks one way or the other. But yeah. And well, they are true Targaryens now because they dang sure just incested it up. Erudition says why no black actors? There are black actors in that book. There is Grey Worm is a black actor. The guy that played, there's been several black actors in that book. And actually, there was a black prostitute that they cast as a white prostitute that I'm glad that they cast as a white prostitute and not a black prostitute. But it's supposed to be like medieval Europe, you know? I'm never gonna get mad if you like have King Arthur and ain't no black people in King Arthur. You know, my problem is when you have the King of Egypt and there ain't no black people in the King of Egypt, you know. Moody Tree Weather said, welcome to my city, Fanon. That's what's up. Appreciate it, man. Yes, sir. Chilling in Dallas. But why no black actors? Because it's supposed to be set. But there is a law. Actually, man, in the books, they've got this thing called the Summer Isles. The Summer Isles are where black people are from. And you've got like the god of the butterflies. And nobody ever is able to invade that because their country, because of the god of the butterflies or whatever you call it. And I don't think that they are ever really subject to the whole long night. And plus, everybody in the Game of Thrones are terrible people and murderers and egotistical bastards. So I'm not in a big hurry for anybody to be black. You know, that's my take on it, though. Main boxing biker, word up. I believe you helped me pick up in Marlo's corner yesterday. I needed that pickle nearly killed me with that chat. Oh, I'm not sure what that is. Let me see. 78. Lil Dude can control animals. Yeah. Oh, you talking about Brandon Stark? Yeah, he can do more than that, man. That's called a warg. He's a warg. And in the books, all the Starks are wargs in the books. They only have Brandon being one in the movie. I mean, in the TV show. Woolbag says, I think Daenerys will die in Charlesport. Damn, really? You gonna kill me with that shit? He might be. She might. Only death pays for life. Only death pays for life. So if she says she can't give birth because of Maj Majeur saying so, Maybe she has to die to give birth. I wouldn't doubt it. That's some old George R. Martin stuff. King Corleone, Fanan, you were so smart and correct about the dragon is not a slave no matter what. It's a magical creature. Yeah, man. Is and it says a dragon's not a slave. Do you remember when in that one episode it says and this shout out to the gray area. I know she ain't gonna be watching any of my videos, but I'll still give a chick a shout out because she's just so on it. I always got to give credit where credit is due. Like my man 78 Sports TV, king of the black screens, keep talking and grow your channel. Trying to tell you can learn from that dude. Anyway, she pointed out to me in one of her videos that I was listening to, not directly. If you remember when Daenerys Targaryen got the Unsullied in that episode, and she exchanged the Legion of Unsullied, you know, the eunuch slaves, the black eunuch slaves, dudes pretty 99% black or something like black, in exchange for the dragon. The dragon wouldn't listen to what is it? I forget what the name of the Krajener or something, whatever. He said, get your beast. He said to the dude that she gave the dragon to, a dragon is not a slave. And then she said, whatever, you know, incarcerus, think that's Harry Potter, whatever it was, but she lit his ass on, the dragon lit his ass on fire. It's like the dragon's not a slave, right? So he can lift that dragon up. That don't mean that dragon gonna listen to him. Yeah, but that was very interesting. Oh yeah, Rock 3 says the Starks can all warg into their wolves. Yep. And if you guys for the people in the show that just watch the show, oh man, Erudition said the midget is the best actor in the show. Yeah, man, he's real good. Yeah, Arya goes crazy hard. But yeah, just so you guys know how you guys remember that one scene when Arya Starks had that one assassin trying to kill her, chasing her through the streets, and she cut the light off and then battled her in the dark, and that's how she killed her. Arya Stark can warg, so if she had a cat in there, she could see everything. Starks can, yeah, that's what it is. Okay. Yep, Arya goes hard. Fanon, doesn't Euron Greyjoy have a dragon horn? Yeah, that's what they say. He has a dragon horn, and there's also that whatever that horn they found at the Horn of the First Men. That's another horn that I think Samuel Tarly has, and that might do some craziness too. Yeah, but that's in the books. I don't know how they're going to wind up doing that, but I don't know if I think Euron Greyjoy probably thinks he has it, but the real dragon horn is probably the one that was found by Samuel Tarly. 78, I'm locked out of your page. Oh, Napoleon Armstrong. Okay, yeah, he said that. King Kong. Vavar Economy. Littlefinger was supposed to be one of the most intelligent people in the show, and he was until season 7. Yeah, man, but he got to try to get slick on Arya. Arya set his ass up. But everybody is a pawn in the Game of Thrones. And it's hard to beat a dude that knows exactly what you did, because he can go into the past and find out what you did. Littlefinger was the one that tore apart the Starks family, and his departure brought them all together. That's the way I see that anyway. Do I think the dragon horn will come into play? I don't know, man. They only got 8 episodes, so I think there's going to be a lot of good stuff in the book that they could do that they're not going to have time to do. But they did set it up with where Samuel Tarly found that glass. He found a horn and he found the dragon glass. AJ's 2020 the king of division. AJ's 2020 the king of the division. Oh, what he's gonna fight Wilder? And this ain't a boxing talk, man. This is Game of Thrones, homie. You're not gonna ruin my evening by bringing up Anthony Joshua. God, dog, you Anthony Joshua fans get on my nerves. You think that I like talking about that bastard all the time. I don't. I swear I don't. It's just that the dude's in the news screwing up boxing. So, hey, got to do what you got to do. Let the message out. But I don't want to talk about him on my off day. This is my off day. I'm talking about Game of Thrones, homie. Oh, King Corleone said, "What's up with the Children of the Forest?" You got to ask a more specific question about that. But they created the Night King. They're the ones that were really in touch with this whole Weirwood network. So I'm sure they'll come into play a good bit. But, according to the way they played it in the book, it's like they were all gone because they all died when the Night King showed up to that tree. But I wouldn't be surprised at all if they're not central to it. Yeah, Woolbag. Littlefinger was behind John Aaron being poisoned. Yep, he was. Yep, he was responsible for that. I felt bad for Euron when he was being not Euron, when he was being tortured. You're talking about Theon. When Theon was being tortured. Theon was a prick anyway, man. You shouldn't have ratted, dude. You should have rolled with the cats who's down with you. But he decided not to be down, so that's what he gets. Betray, yep. That was part of the attempt on Bran the children of Fort were being killed by the Night King. I don't know, man. There was an interesting line in there for me. When during the scene when Brandon Stark saw the creation of the Night King, when he came out of that vision, Brandon Stark said to whatever the person is who's the children of the forest, said, why you created them? Why? He said, because of you, because of men. When he said because of you, I was like, it sounded like she said because of you, like him, like Brandon Stark specifically. So I think that there's something going on, man, with Brandon Stark, like being in some type of time loop or something. Anyway, do you think that Eddie's doing? Oh, Frank, you on this? Man, dude, this is Game of Thrones live stream for boxing fans. I'm off the clock, man. But let me roll. I'll get back on the clock for a hot second. Then I got to block you, homie. Do you think what Eddie's doing is smart? He's making the fight bigger and letting Wilder get older, putting himself through more training camps. No, I think it's bullshit. 100%. I think it's bullshit. 100%. There's nothing good about it. There's nothing I'm interested in about it. I think that Eddie Hearn's a liar. I think Anthony Joshua's behaving like a coward. And I think they're holding the whole heavyweight division hostage because they would rather have them be able to make whatever money they can than to let boxing fans know who the best heavyweight is. Will their games work? Maybe their games will work. I don't know whether their game will work or not. But I don't think it's good for boxing. It dang sure ain't good for me as a boxing fan because I want to know who the best is. Like, there's fights that I don't want to. There's fights that I'm very nervous about, and I'll be honest. I'm a big Errol Spence Jr. fan, right? And I'm gonna say it. I'm a fan of Errol Spence Jr. I've spoken with Errol Spence Jr. personally, and whenever you speak with somebody, you're like, "Oh man, I like this guy." I've spoken with people who are around him. I like them. So I root for him. And I want him to do the best I want him to be the best that he can be. Right? I want him to be successful. But I'm still nervous about a Terrence Crawford fight because I know what Terrence Crawford's about. I know that dude can fight. I know he's not easy money. But I want to see the fight. I don't want to just, I really want Errol Spence to do all these great things. And one of the ways that Errol Spence can do these great things is by not facing or making an excuse for not fighting Terrence Crawford. That's good for me, good for Errol Spence, bad for boxing. That's my take on that, man. So no, I don't think it's smart. I think it's a cowardice. If you mean, is he smart like you can't whoop somebody, so go hide under your bed smart? If you call that smart, then yeah, it's smart. Yeah, like, I can't whoop him, so let me hide. Yeah. If you call that smart, then yeah, that's smart. Oh, King Kong said, who you think is the best fighter still alive in the Game of Thrones? Arya Stark, without a doubt. Arya Stark. That little chick will kill anybody, 1-on-1. She's the stuff. It was really between her and Brienne of Tarth. When since she was piecing up, made easy work of Brienne of Tarth, it's her. Fanon, when they revealed the truth about Hordor, what was your reaction? It's still a little over my head. You know what I thought when I heard that? I thought about that Prince joke in over the cherry moon. He said, "What has what?" I think it was like what? What has 10 legs and yells, "Hody do, hody do, hody do, hody do." And he was like a basketball team trying to get off elevator. What I thought was that's a bad joke. I know somebody that got that as soon as he heard his name. They're like he keeps saying Hodo, Hodor. She was like Hodo, Hodor, Hodor, Hodor. Oh, how he said Hodor, Hodor. Man, my sister was like, why does he keep saying hold the door? She got that shit right away. Yeah, Recasto. That's what it is. Recasto. That's what the joke was. Recasto. What's Recasto? Record store. Wrench crew in effect. Hit the like button. That's what's up, man. Mira Reed pretty much destroyed Hordor's brain. Yeah, that was some old time traveling. Yeah, that's what Woolbag said. Time traveling, time traveling brain damage and shit. Yep, absolutely. Oh yeah, the truth. Arya Stark is a no face lady. Yep, that's Arya Stark. She X everybody, man, and she's smart. She's a faceless man. She's like a free agent faceless man, and they don't ever miss their target. They are like straight up the best killers in the whole thing. What's good, Reggie the Tree? Said, what's up, Fanon? Reporting for duty, good brother. Yeah, man, I'm just trying to talk this little bit of Game of Thrones. You know, I'm a Game of Thrones head, so I figured I'd do one real quick this evening. Silly ass AJ fans back on topic. Yeah, please leave me alone. This is my Sunday, man. This is my Sunday. You got to leave me alone with the AJ stuff. The AJ stuff is over. Okay, no, the dude ducked. The verdict is in. It's over with. Because right now, and the reason I say it's over with is that if you can continue to argue at this point, there literally is nothing that can be said to you. Because you're determined to argue forever. You know, so you just have if you get beat, it's like, dude, it's round 25, man. You've been knocked down 30 times. You lost. Okay. You want somebody just to kill you? Come on, man. And then Anthony Joshua could fight Deontay Wilder, get knocked out in the first round, and they still would say something. Do you think Sam will give the Hound his Valyrian steel sword? Wow, Woolbag. I don't think so. I think that's more of a John. I think that's more of a John thing. I don't see the connection between Sam and the Hound. But that particular sword does, I think, will bring into play something. Maybe he'll kill that baby with that Valyrian steel sword. There's something up with that baby. Fanon, I'm glad dire wolves are extinct, or I would never leave my house for nothing. Some big old animals, aren't they? Oh, he should give it to Tormund. Tormund Giant's Vein. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with that, man. Or I don't know what's going on with that. Maybe it's to Arya Stark, but she a Valyrian steel sword. Only 10 Valyrian steel swords, I think. That's what my understanding is. Something like that. I can't say I know the number. In Park said they need to mine that dragon glass and make weapons out of them, especially some big arrows to take down that White Walker dragon. I think that dragon's gonna get killed by the other dragons. One of the dragons are gonna die killing that dragon, so there's gonna be 2 dragons dead. That's what I do. Woolbag says Sam and Gilly are at Winterfell, right? Yes, they are. Yep, they got there when they got there, and that's how they let. That's how in that whole scene that where we found out that John was Rhaegar Targaryen's son. The Hound ends up burning the mountain alive. It's got to be something, man. Gonna torch his ass. Greetings. Hey, what's going on? Rebel D at 33. What's good, man? Greetings from Tampa, Florida. Greetings to you, man. From my hotel room. Woolbag, I think he'll care. I think he'll care about his brother. Oh, Sam. Oh, yeah, because his brother and he were cool, man. Yeah, but he got his ass burned up, dude. What can you do? He got all proud and got fired up. I think all of this is kind of like I think that's the dude that's writing the story to tell the truth, but in this kind of funny way. Woolbag, the Hound burns the mountain alive with wildfire. That could work. Antonio Mendoza, I hope we get to see the Dire Wolves pack. Yeah, you did not a Dire Wolves pack, but you did get to see the pack that was running with Nymeria, Arya Stark's wolf, who's gonna come into play too. That's a big son of a gun. And the last Dire Wolf, I do believe. Oh, Ghost. Ghost is still out there. Rico Carly, what's good? So, anybody got any more specific questions about the Game of Thrones? This is fun. There you go. King Corleone, the Red Queen and Arya Stark. There's going to be something between them. Yeah, that was crazy because she said, I've seen red, brown eyes, blue eyes, green eyes. Eyes you'll close forever. It's like, yeah, including yours, The sneak ass bastard is Various, the eunuch dude, because he's been hiding. There ain't no purpose for that. Him and Various and that baby. Those are ones I'm like, the baby that Gilly's baby that they renamed Sam. Like, why ain't this baby getting any older? And and he's like the product of incest 100 times over. So I'm thinking that he probably is a Targaryen too. But there's something going on with that. Woolbag, what do you think the last scenes on the show are? Oh, it's going to be something connected to the first show. It's going to be something connected to that first, whatever, to the first scenes. So I'm not sure, man. I can't tell you. Melisandre said her and Varys will die in Westeros. I think they're going to go in season 8. Yeah, they got to go. Melisandre should be burned alive. Yeah, she was tripping, man. King Kong said free Ghost. Yeah, man, they're not being able to do a lot with the wolves. They just don't have the ability to do with the dire wolves what the books can do with the dire wolves. When dude was executed by his own dogs, that was oh my god. Like you were like gracias. Oh my god. That was I agree. Somebody said that earlier. That's the worst dude in the entire series. Was Ramsay Snow. I have never been happier to see a dude get eaten by dogs. Cause he was just a jerk, man. I mean, like, dude was just a jerk. Excuse me. Varvar Economy said Arya should kill the Red Witch. I don't know. What is she just opposed against, man? I don't understand it, man. I don't understand what's going on with that Red Witch thing. Pitbull ate his face. Yeah, he did. Ate him. And it was some type of mastiff. It wasn't a pit bull, it was a mastiff. Non-Force said, I think the show is cool, but their enemy is death. How can they run from that? Here's the thing, man. I got a theory on this. I just think it's a cycle of life, you know? It's like life and death. It like switches one side the other, one side the other. It's all one part of one thing. And maybe I just want to know what's going on with it. I mean, a lot of the stuff is going to come out. A lot of the stuff is going to come out, hopefully, in the show. But also, it's not going to match up with the books because the final book for this thing, ain't going to be out till after the show's over. King Corleone said, when the Red King told that eunuch, I'm supposed to die here just like you. Oh, that was fire. Because he thought he knew everything. She was looking at him like, uh-huh. And the Red Queen, the other Red Witch said that to him too. Like, you think you smart. But I see what you up to. Would you like me to tell you what that because he hates magic. That's why I'm like, this dude is crazy, man. Uh do you read the books for nine? John Coley? Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I'm up to date in the books, by the way. Can't wait for the next one. Oh, Ill92 said, Fanan, what house do you root for? The Night King? I don't root for none of them. I'm rooting for the Night King. I hope he turns everybody into zombies in that biatch. I root for the Night King, dog. That's why I don't make it scary. Because I'm like, I'm gonna make this a lot less scary. I'm a root for the Night King. So every time the night, because they're all jerks. They're all jerks. Every one of them. Everybody in Westeros to me. Like you're a baby. Even the good guys are terrible. You know, I'm King Night King, baby. I want him to win because they messed that dude over. Like, why has he got to be the Night King? What did he do to get tied to that tree and have dragon glass stuck into his heart? What did he do? You know? So I'm wrong with the Night King, dog. I like the underdog, man. You know what I mean? I go for the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. Like your boy said. Um, what's that movie Scarface? Everybody hates the bad guy. I think that's what he said. I'm probably killing that quote, but you need a bad guy. Davos will Davos King Kong said Davos will sit on the throne at the end, man. Wouldn't that be crazy? Will bag Daenerys or Jon Snow will die, or both, or both. Oh yeah, Junior Shoot Team Night King, baby. I'm rolling with the Night King, dog. All that darkness, the darkness, all the light. I'm rolling with the darkness, dog. I rolls with the darkness. Woolbag said, knowing this show, they'll have all the Starks beheaded in the season premiere. Oh man, they be wilding with it, don't they? You never know what's gonna go on with them. Sal Alvarado said, Fanan, are the books better? Are they more thorough? Or does the show do a good job? I love the show. Do you recommend the books to get more detail? Or is the show covering it well enough though? Nah, man, the books have 100 times more detail. 100 times. They have almost too much detail. Like, God dog, why am I listening to for it took I mean, God dog, it's a whole chapter on Theon Greyjoy's trip in a boat to get on a boat to get to the Iron Islands. That's way more detail in the book, man. Way more detail in the book. But no, I think the books are better. But it's like the one time I've seen where I mean, I think the movie is very, very good. I mean, the show is very, very good. And there's a lot of detail in the show, and they do a really good job in the show, but they do a really good job in the books. But they're different, Like there is no Night King. So far, there is no Night King in the book. There's a Night's King. I think it's the 133rd Night's Watch Commander or something, and there's this legend between him and having married somebody else that was like an other, and so it's just a lot different, man. But they're both very, very good. Harold Jones said, I've read the series also. Yeah, they're very, very good, man. John Cologne said, I think the Night King is a Stark. I do too. The Kings of Winter. There's something going on with them, why there always need to be a Stark in Winterfell. And the all the like the tombs. The first thing that King Robert did was I got to pay respects to the tombs. Obviously, talking about his girl who he thought loved him but didn't love him because she was all up on Rhaegar. But it is what it is. Oh, Ill Savage 92 said the best part of the books is Stannis is still alive. Yep. Yep, wool bag about right. Yep. I mean, I think it was always a little bit divergent, but you know, 92 said the North is like Chicago. I can slick relate to the star. Oh, yeah, I can slick relate to the Starks. Oh man, they are rough characters, man. John Clone said, "Did you read the World of Ice? The World of Ice and Fire? Is you talking about it? What is that? Like the secondary book? It's not like Dunk and Aegon. I don't think so. A Song of Ice and Fire. The books are much better though, man. World building is top notch. Yep, I agree. The uh the Night King's dragon made quick work of the wall. Yeah, but I don't think that dragon's gonna stay with the Night King. That's my take on it anyway. I don't think so. A dragon is not a slave. Kesh Alexander said, "I'm about to play the theme song you were talking about." Woolbag, what's your favorite Game of Thrones episode? I would say hard. It's either Hard Home or it is the Battle of the Bastards. Probably the Battle of the Bastards. Battle of the Bastards. Oh, it's a history of the world of the world of. No, I haven't read that. What if John dies and tames Ice Dragon? Yeah, that could be something. But I think it'd be more likely to be Bran because Bran is. Oh, the Red Wedding was crazy. Honestly, man, I didn't like the Red Wedding because I was like, God, dog, y'all gonna kill everybody. That's when they were like in the kill everybody stage. Like all the good guys died. Like everybody you thought was a good guy was like, God, dog, you whoever it is that you like, don't like them too much because they might wind up going. Just when you think what you know what's gonna happen, boom, these dudes die. Jon Snow, the number one bastard. Nah, he be killing them. Will Bag, they murked Rob's wife, did they? That was crazy. They murked everybody. It's like, really? But then the Blackfish got out of there for no good reason. Stabbed her like 6 times in the belly. Yeah, that was bananas, man. That's what you get for tricking on the phrase, though. And then how Walter Frey just watched his daughter get killed and didn't care. Like, I get another one. Some heartless people, man. Tells you why some of these people act like they act. For now, I believe there's a spin like Star Wars series where they take us back to the very beginning when Ned was growing up in Winterfell. Yeah, I heard that. I don't know. They said that they're going to do a prequel, but I don't know where that is. Whether it's early or whatever. Oh yeah. Jon Snow said Jon Snow was never a bastard. Damn you. Yeah, you're right. Never was. Nah, he never was a bastard. He was born a king, baby. Born a king of love. Jon Snow is the song of Ice and Fire. Jon Snow, the song of Ice and Fire. Man, only me said I'm finna blaze and watch all seasons again after I get off work. Can't wait for season 8. Yeah, man, dog, that's just what you got to do. That is a hell. I think I'm gonna watch the show tonight when I get off this. My wife's supposed to be bringing me some Papados home. Oh yeah. Ill Establishment 92 said, "I wish I could have seen the zombie Catelyn Stark. That'd have been crazy." I forgot what Lady Stoneheart. Yep, Lady Stoneheart. Or something like her, man. They got to address. Well, I guess they didn't address it, but they need to go for season 10, man. They got so much lore. Yep, so much more lore. Yep, they got a lot. Yeah, man, it's a great show, man. I'm still trying to, honestly, as corny as this is going to sound, I'm still wondering if this is going to be better than Harry Potter. I'm a nerd. Yeah, Lady Stoneheart was dope for sure. No doubt about it. I got about 6 more minutes. Yeah, hit me up with some more questions. I'm gonna roll in about 6 minutes because I definitely wanted to do this Game of Thrones, man. We might get a little more organized. My man 78 said he wanted to get on it, and so did my man Blood Bison. I think we might try to do some specific breakdowns. Game of Thrones might be better than The Wire. Everybody keeps telling me about The Wire. I've still not seen The Wire. Oh yeah, man. Ill Established 92 said I want to see Robert Baratheon in his prime. They need to do that sequel. Yep. Cash Alexander said to me, this goes deeper than Harry Potter. It does, without a doubt. It's an Harry Potter's a better read though. It's an easier read. Like it's not a better read because this is a really good read, but it's an easier read, man. You know what I mean? It's like easier. It's like Game of Ice and Fire. It's like the game of the excuse me. It's like the Song of Ice and Fire for dummies. It's a lot easier, man. It's a lot less moving parts. It's hard to improve on The Wire. It's hard to compare The Wire and Game of Thrones. They're too different. Yeah, I haven't seen The Wire, man. I know The Wire made a lot of stars. Oh, Spartacus. Oh, Rock 3 says Spartacus was a dope show too. That's what up. Kyerson, The Wire is a cold series, bro. Clear your schedule if you begin watching. Yeah, I'll do that. It better be good, man. Ill Savage 92 said, I never got into Harry Potter. I believe the sword fighting is a lot easier than magic wands. Voldemort was just such a bastard, though, dude. Once they started putting in Voldemort was a scare. Voldemort, that bad guy was Harry Potter. That dude was crazy, man. It got better, but it's not crazy like this. This is a different level of crazy. Fanon, I told my main boxing biker, Fanon, I told my girl from episode 1, don't fall in love with any character. Hell no, you can't do that, man. Oh yeah, the movies. Oh, you talking about the Harry Potter movies? Yeah, they were good. I thought the whole thing was good, man. I really did enjoy that whole ride. Jon Snow, the King of the North. Grace Terrell, Jon Snow is the king of everything. He's the king of the Seven Kingdoms. The Hound is straight up G. Got to go hard. Yeah, man, he got messed over early. Oh, I got you, dude. Couldn't do Spartacus. Hey, man, Game of Thrones almost lost me on that. Having a little too many Willy Wonkas running around the screen, dog. I was like, I don't need to see all this. What's this got to do? Why is this important to the plot? Oh, King Corleone, who watched Boardwalk Empire? I did. Man, that was a cold-blooded show until they killed Jimmy. It was downhill after they killed Jimmy. I don't know why they killed Jimmy, dog. Jimmy was the man on Boardwalk, man. Yeah, I watched Boardwalk, man. That was what I was on before the Game of Thrones. Boardwalk. I was like, shoot, this is killing HBO boxing, dog. That's why they killing HBO boxing. Oh, for now, what's your thoughts on Euron Greyjoy in the book? I think he's got something up his sleeve. Yo, for sure. I think he's got something up his sleeves in the book. I think he's got something up his sleeves on the TV on the series, but I'm gonna withhold my judgment on him in the books, man. Oh, Grace Terrell said Arya's the G. Yeah, she's crazy, man. Nope, Woolbag Rob shouldn't have broke his oath because honestly, that's what Starks are known for. Keeping their word. Your word is your bond, dog. You shouldn't have hooked up with that heifer. Wouldn't have brought it, you wouldn't have got killed. Could have had the phrase, man, but you didn't. You got cute. I'm in love. I'm in love. I wouldn't be surprised if Tywin Lannister sent that chick to you, man. Like, man, go shake your behind in front of him, man. Get him to marry. Have a baby with you. And that way we can get these phrases to string all y'all up. Mr. Finisher 111 said, Fanon, what's up, bro? Florida rainy weather. Checking in. What's good? What's good with you, man? I just want to do a quick, like I said, I was going to do this Game of Thrones chat, man. The translator on Game of Thrones is the baddest chick on TV. Yeah, man, she's nice, man. What is her name? It's she's kicking it with Grey Worm. Missandei, right? Missandei? Yeah, she's a bad chick. Why are you hiding Wool Bag, man? Yep. Yep. Why'd you block Woolbag for that? He's talking. The Mountain did press a hound's face against burning coal when he was a kid over a toy night. Yeah, ain't no need to block that. We talking about Game of Thrones. That's right up the alley. What we talking about? I was rooting for Rob to win that war. He did win the war and got killed and gave everything up because he didn't keep his word, man. Oh, Cash Alexander said, I know Cersei crazy, but I'd hit that. Hey man, they got rid of that one. They got what's her name? Roz. They got rid of Roz. I was like, dang, they got rid of the best chick on the show. And then they brought in Miss Sandy though. Sandy is a bad chick. Anyway, man, it's a lot of fun talking about this Game of Thrones, man. We'll try to do this again in a more direct, subject matter. Like we can leave some questions or whatever, but it's a lot of fun. I might talk about a specific subject maybe the next time we do it. Get 78 on, get blood boxing on it. But hey, man, this ain't boxing, man. Y'all got to get on your P's and Q's on this Game of Thrones, dog. It's deep in this mug. The dead dragon is wicked, about to rip it up. Yes. Yeah, I agree with you, Grace Terrell. Yeah, Callie Franks, I'm sorry, man. You just got here, but I got to roll. Hey, man, it was fun, man. It was fun for me. I just wanted to do it. I promised people that I would do a Game of Thrones live stream. So I figure we roll with it. Hey, if there's a chance that anybody get cream, what's good? All right, man, get cream. Yes, sir. Ari got them phrase fed Black Walter to somebody. It was crazy. But anyway, I got to roll. I'm out. I got somebody in my hotel room door. So with that, I'm out. Peace. Hold on, y'all.